Hello and welcome to Fox Trading Solution. Today in this video we are going to learn about conditional statements. Firstly, let us discuss the contents covered in this video. In this video we are going to learn about the if statement, if else statement, elif statement and nested if statement. So without wasting any more time, let us jump onto our contents. Firstly, let us understand what conditional statements are. Conditional statements are used to give conditions while trading. There are different kinds of conditional statements in Python. Firstly, let us discuss about the if conditional statement. If statements are conditional statements in Python which roughly translate to English as if the condition is true, then execute the block of code. Let us understand this with the help of an example. I have a stock price to be 10 and I can take an if conditional statement that if stock price is greater than 5, print greater. Here I have defined the stock price to be 10 and I am running a if statement that if this condition is true, run this block of code. Also here I have given a proper indentation. Let us run this code. As you can see, I have a value greater. Now let us understand if else conditional statement. If else are one of the most common keywords in any language which describe the conditional changes during the execution of the code. In if else statement, we can give two different conditions that if one is false, the other one executes. For example, I have the stock price to be 10 and I have taken the if statement. Let us write the else statement to be print lesser. I am changing the stock price here. So as my stock price is 4, this block of code will become false and thus else statement would run. Let us run this code. As you can see, lesser has been printed. We can also use these statements with the help of a user input. For example, LTP is equals to input, enter the LTP, and if LTP is greater than 500, print breakout, else print not reach the level. Here I am taking a input from a user and I am using the input to use the if else statement. As here I am comparing with an integer value, I am converting the input string to be an integer. Now let us run this code. As you can see, there is a top of a user input. Let us define a user input to be 400. It prints not reach the level. Let us change the user input now. Let us print 700. The output has changed now. Now let us understand about the elif statements. Mostly the if statement cannot hold all the possible conditions of an outcome. As in this condition we can only use two different conditions, but in the elif condition we can use as many conditions as we want. Let us understand with the help of a code. I am taking the same code and giving different conditions. I am making an elif statement that if stock price is equals to 5, print equal, else print lesser. Let us change the stock price value and run this code. Sorry, I didn't make it a equal to. Now let us run this code. As you can see, I have got a value to be equal. Let us change the value to be 4. Here, the lesser code has run. Let us again change the value. The output is greater. Hence, we can define as many conditions as we want. Now let us talk about the nested if statement. We can have if else else statement inside if else statement. This is called nesting in computer programming. Let us understand with the help of a code. For example, my number is equals to float bracket input, enter a number. If number greater than is equals to 0, number is equals to 0, print 0, else print positive number, else print negative number. Now let us understand this code. I am taking a user input in the form of a float. The user input will be stored in the num variable. I will be comparing the num variable here. If my num variable is greater than is equals to 0, this block of code will run. Else, this block of code will run. Now let us understand if num greater than 0 statement. If my number is exactly equal to 0, it would print 0, else it would print positive integer. So here, two if-else statements are running one under the other. Let us run this code. Let us give a value of 5. It shows a positive number. Let us again run this code and give 0. It gives an output 0. Now let us give a negative value to be -5. It shows negative number. So this is all about the conditional statements. See you in the next video. Thank you.